we could take a little break today and look at the People magazine from February 28th. And we have Linda Evangelista on the cover with exclusive interview and photos. My cosmetic procedure nightmare. The supermodel alleges a body contouring treatment left her brutally disfigured. After 5 years in hiding, she finally reveals the full damage, and she quotes, "I won't hide anymore." The gist of it is that she got cool sculpting. We're going to look at the pictures. I'm not going to read the whole article, but that's what she's claiming disfigured her. You still look pretty good, Linda. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. And then we have I Survived a Serial Killer, One Woman's Terrifying Ordeal. And then Anderson Cooper's Baby Surprise. Let's get started. First, we have a big old ad for Law and Order. The Original returns February 24th on NBC. Next, we have an ad. Discover the unsearchable, discover the forest. And find a trail near you at discovertheforest.org. We have a family here enjoying a nice hike. Next, we have some chatter. Arnold Schwarzenegger says, "It's the easiest thing to be a grandfather because they come over to your house, you play, and after 2 hours they leave. Over. It's fantastic." Nicole Kidman says on her younger daughter's reaction to her Best Actress nomination, "My kids are looking at me like, wow, congrats, Mom. Anyway, we're going to be late. We got to get going." And Naomi Campbell says of her daughter, "She's the biggest blessing I could ever imagine. It's the best thing I've ever done." Next, we have Laverne Cox. And they're talking about going to the same clubs as Leo DiCaprio in the 90s. Talking about if there were cell phones, she would have been taking selfies all the time back then in the 90s. And Sterling K. Brown is saying that This Is Us is having a better ending than Game of Thrones. "I hesitate to say this because I love the show, but we will finish stronger than Game of Thrones." And Owen Wilson says, "My mom recently got married at age 80 to a very nice guy." And I think that's a very romantic story. That's his quote. It is very romantic. People has a podcast, and it's called People Every Day, the podcast for people in the know. Here's the host. The 5 things we're talking about. And here's Bennifer. I guess Ben made J-Lo a romantic video. The next thing is that this show Futurama is coming back. My younger son loved this show. However many years ago it was on, it's coming back. And Wheel of Fortune has made history for the show. 3 players in 1 week earned the $100,000 grand prize. And it's the first time in 47 years. Next is Ryan Reynolds secretly voiced Grimace in the Super Bowl commercial from this year. Didn't know that. And the Oscars have named 3 hosts: Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and Regina Hall. And apparently the show hasn't had an official host since 2018. And in that case, it was Jimmy Kimmel. On February 27th, it's the 28th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards. And this is mentioned again somewhere in this magazine. And here are the contents. Here's Rihanna with her baby bump, and Helen Mirren, Donny Osmond, and here's Linda Evangelista again. Here's some pictures from the Super Bowl. Mary J. Blige with her beautiful hair and beautiful outfit. And the different, there's the halftime show and some of the players. And it was the starriest Super Bowl ever. Here's Justin Bieber and his wife. Country star Mickey Guyton, I don't know if I'm saying that right, meant Prince Harry. And look at Lizzo's shirt here. Oh boy. That's a statement. Look at how it has laces at the bottom. There's so that's Lizzo, Cardi B, and her husband Offset, and Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. And here are some pictures from Beijing Winter Olympics 2022. And here we have beautiful Blake Lively and a beautiful Pretty in Purple New York City. It's very brave to wear that. Shawn makes waves in Kauai, Hawaii. And here's Shawn Mendes surfing. And here is Ed's Big Night, London, February 8th. Ed Sheeran and his wife, Cherry Seaborn. They make a rare appearance together, and that was at a British awards show. This is behind the scenes of Henry and Scarlett's stylish new gig. Henry Golding and Scarlett Johansson are the brand ambassadors for David Yurman now. And here's a little fashion blurb. Teeny tiny bags. And this is the Chanel AirPod case, and this retails for over $3,900. They don't fit much more than a lipstick, yet these mini purses are the biggest trend right now. And here, in relation to an adult female person here, is how small this little bag is, but it's cute, right? And here's Megan Fox carrying a very, very small bag too. Princess Kate and Rachel Brosnahan, I think I had to say. That's pretty, matches her outfit. It's an ad for cream for eczema. And there's Rihanna, and Rihanna gets ready for baby in style. And here's the happy parents to be. People has a special publication called The Royals, and here's the Queen. Look at her pretty pink lipstick that matches her outfit. A queen for our time. Inside the enduring legacy of Elizabeth II's remarkable 70-year reign. Fearless fashion, yes. Rihanna she's making a statement. She's doing what makes her feel good. That's good. Adele sparks up engagement buzz. Look at that ring on her beautiful hand. Beautiful. Heart monitor. Divorcing. Aw, that's not a good story. I don't know who either of these people are. Julia Hart and Silvio Scaglia. Divorcing. They've been married for 2 years, so that's not that long. Birthday love. Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. They look very in love, don't they? Wedding planning. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. Oh, lovely. Planning their wedding. Look very happy and split. I didn't know these two people were together. Cory Booker, the senator, and Rosario Dawson. And here, Anderson Cooper welcomes baby number 2, Sebastian. Here's Wyatt. Harold Perrineau on Life After Lost, and he talks about what he has done since the show Lost. And a deaf actor here makes Oscar history, Troy Kotsur. And he has become the first deaf male actor to be nominated for an Oscar as Best Supporting Actor. And here he is with Marlee Matlin, and she was the first deaf female Oscar nominee and the only winner. And here are Chrissy Teigen and John Legend's New York City penthouses. Beautiful. Very luxurious. Very luxurious. And here are different births and deaths and birthdays, passages. Eve and her husband, I think, yes, who is a businessman, have welcomed Babe. Little Babe, Wild Wolf. Wild with an E at the end. And Jason Statham has welcomed a child, as has Quentin Tarantino. And there's some stuff about people getting diagnosed with COVID and people being in court and a couple obituaries, but let's focus on something happy. Look at beautiful Niecy Nash celebrating her 52nd birthday. Emily Blunt and Michael Bolton, 69. That's surprising to me. It doesn't seem like that guy could be 69. Troyan Belisario is modeling a sweatshirt that they are selling to benefit a Boys and Girls Club, and it is a Pretty Little Liars themed collection. She's modeling one there. They have hoodies, t-shirts, and hats. Remembering Ghostbusters director Ivan Reitman, and new questions about Bob Saget's death. Oh, look at these dogs. For this photographer, every dog is a superhero, and this man is named Nigel Wallace. And I mean, how can you not smile? That one looks like a bunny. And this teacher here is a special education teacher in Florida, and these children living in Florida, obviously, they've never seen snow, as hard as it is for me to believe that, because I live in Michigan. But she had her sister, am I reading that right? Yes, her sister who lives in Danville, Kentucky, she built this snowman who they've named Lucky, and they keep him in the freezer in the cafeteria, and they sent him overnight via UPS. So these little children can see a little snowman. Now that's a feel-good story. And there's an ad for Hillshire Farm with a delicious-looking sandwich. Here's an app, Stop, Breathe, Think. Start your mindfulness journey. Don't know anything about that. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel has returned to TV. And the next few pages are about films and new films and TV shows. This one's called 3 Months. It sounds like a coming-of-age story. A young man, and it's set in 2011. Then we have another ad, blurb about the Screen Actors Guild Awards. This is advertising something, an app, a family organizing app, Cozy. I don't know anything about that. And here is a little blurb about Marry Me, the new J-Lo movie. I've seen the trailer for this many times. I feel like I've watched the whole movie actually from just looking at the trailer, but I think that's kind of how they do it now. And this is Bel Air's Jabari Banks. The Philadelphia native, age 23, stars in Peacock's new dramatic take on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I might check that out. We watched The Fresh Prince years ago. Here's an ad for garbage bags. And all you need is heart, Southeast guide dogs. And then, oh, that's a labor of love. You don't have to be perfect to be a puppy raiser. Can you imagine having the skill to train a dog like that, to assist people? I could never do it. This is advertising The End Game. Premieres February 21st. Must be an hour-long drama. Music, Mitski, Laurel Hell, a gifted indie rocker's latest album. Q&A, Alan Richson. This gentleman plays Jack Reacher on the Amazon series Reacher. And this show is just called From. Oh, and this is the guy from Lost, right? Yeah. From a few pages back. The folks seem nice, but the place is terrifying. That sounds scary. Apple TV, Severance. Here's Adam Scott. This is, it's a comedy drama. And this is a dystopian office fantasy. Oh my goodness. I don't know about that. People on TV. Never knew about this. Tune in 5 nights a week. Here are the hosts. Different celebrities. Beautiful Goldie Hawn. Here's some of the best new books. Wildcat. Black American Refugee. The Boy with a Bird in his chest. Not on his chest. In his chest. These are new thrillers. The Violin Conspiracy. Greenwich Park. And Unmissing. And an audio pick. The Christie Affair. Here's the lead story. Oh. Here's what she did look like back in her heyday as a younger woman. Supermodel Linda Evangelista is done hiding. The fashion icon has been absent from the public eye for more than 4 years. Now, she's speaking out about a cosmetic procedure she says left her disfigured in the battle to win back her life. They said I was unrecognizable, and I didn't disagree. And here is Linda as a younger woman. There's George Michael. Back in her days as a young supermodel. The facts on cool sculpting. Here are her pictures. Oh, she must be, yeah, I mean, what does this say? Dealing with the damage. PAH, I don't know what that means. Is not weight gain. It's like adding bulges to your body, and the bulges are hard. Like the one on her inner thigh, she said. What is PAH? I don't know. She got cool sculpting done, and she claims it has disfigured her. I wanted to like what I saw in the mirror. I was offered this tool, and I drank the magic potion. Well, the pH is like protrusions caused by this cool sculpting. I don't know much about it. She still looks beautiful. Look at here she is as a young child, a younger woman. I loved being on the catwalk. Now I dread running into somebody I know. I'm sorry that happened to her. Here's the story about Kara Robinson Chamberlain, this young lady. I get to take my power back. She escaped a serial killer, then helped catch him. And here's the guy that did it. We're not going to give him too much notice. She was not his only victim. Here's this young lady as a happy high schooler, and they detail on how they captured him. Here are his other victims. This lady, Kara, has gone on to live what seems like a very healthy life, and I'm glad for that. And here's Channing Tatum and his German Shepherd, Channing's Pet Project. After a 4-year break from the big screen, the star returns with a movie inspired by his furry best friend, and this was his dog who has passed, Lulu. And it's a very nice little story. I'm going to read it. Lulu was like my little shadow, Tatum says, of his rescued pit bull Catahoula leopard mix. When she died, someone said to me, "They're not supposed to be here forever." That helped me with my sadness. She was here for the exact amount of time she was supposed to be here, and she did a great job. It's a good perspective on that. And here are some stories living with long COVID. And there are several. This is this lady's story. Her name is Katie Barber. Here's an ad for Parents We Are Family podcast. Here's when she was sick, but it looks like Katie is on the road to recovery. I hope she is. And more about now this gentleman, his battle, and look at her beautiful eyes. Hers too, living with lasting pain, a sense of confusion. We hope that they all are on the road to recovery. And I don't know if I'm saying this right, Troy Sivan, I want to live without fear. Having learned to love himself, the singer and actor is committed to fighting LGBTQ stigma. Handsome guy. And he has some A-list collaborations in his efforts. And beautiful Helen Mirren. Look at these earrings. Helen Mirren, I feel I'm at the pinnacle of my career. It's inspiring. She looks wonderful. Here's her husband. He's a director, a movie director. And here's Donnie Osmond. You need the lows to appreciate the highs. I didn't realize the struggles that Donnie Osmond has gone through. I grew up watching Donnie Marie. The enduring superstar weathered crippling anxiety, career setbacks, and near bankruptcy on his journey from puppy love to forever love with his wife of 44 years, his wife Debbie. And here's some pictures. There's a Donnie Marie show, and here's the family. He was so a handsome young man. And here are 3 generations of Osmonds, and here's his wife. This is in 1981, but they're still together. And here are some things that he has done in his comeback career, so to speak. And Wayne's World turns 30, and here's Wayne and Garth. And Dana Carvey and Tina Carrere. Look, she's looking good, huh? And oh yeah, Rob Lowe's looking good too. They're all looking good. And they're all 30 years later. Some of them even look better. Look at this beautiful old wedding photo. An incredible story of survival. At 11, Phillip Leskowski was saved from the Nazis by a stranger who pretended he was her son. Fate united them years later, and he fell in love with her daughter. Now he shares his remarkable journey. Look at that dress, so beautiful. There's some beautiful family pictures of this gentleman with his incredible story. And this is, someone has made a retrospective Beatles photo book. Here's Ringo Starr. This is in 1966. Here he is in 2019. But he says, sometimes being a Beatle could be a real day at the beach, even in socks and sandals. He looks very happy. Who is this person that has made this book? It is called Lifted, Fab Images and Memories in My Life with the Beatles from Across the Universe, is what this picture book is called. Cool. Here is an ad for a marathon that's coming up. And I thought this jumpsuit is from the Gap. It's $100, but it's cute. And they're going to tell us 2 ways to wear a jumpsuit. It's the perfect transition piece, whether you want to look sporty or sophisticated, with sneakers, with heels. It looks really comfortable. And here's Jessica Chastain. Now, this is an Stella McCartney jumpsuit that I'm sure doesn't cost $98. And pretty shoes. But with the sneakers, you could wear it underneath the turtleneck for extra warmth. This is Fred Frank and oak turtleneck. Not Fred, Frank. Bye Bye Direct sunglasses. A J. Jill scarf. Pixie mood bag. And a traditional Ked sneaker. Or the with heels. Look at those earrings, they're beautiful. Pandora earrings. And this jacket, Treasure and Bond jacket. And it says swap out the cloth belt for the leather one. You could. And they have this bag. Get 20% off this with this code. And a pretty mule, a Charles and Keith mule. For $49, that's pretty reasonable. Get inspired with People Poderosos. Ready, reset, go. Take the next steps on your career path. Okay. 7 ways to upgrade your bath. Make the most of your precious me time with these expert-approved products. And they have a shower cap from Kitsch, a bath tray made of bamboo from Umbra, massage candle from Maud, soaking salts from Herbivore, a reusable sheet mask. Never seen one. $15 at Honest Beauty. Interesting. A body brush from Hydrea London and a drain cover. This suction cup safely covers your overflow drain from SlipX Solutions. The smart soaking tips are check the temperature. They even have a special thermometer. Keep it short and rinse off. Those are good tips if you're into baths. There's an ad for Better Homes and Gardens. And these Celebrity Chef's Best Cooking Tips. And the first one is elevate store-bought dough. And they're saying to take the store-bought dough and roll it into a log and then roll it in coarse sugar or chopped nuts and then slice it and bake it. That's a good tip, just to, dress them up a little. Keep food hotter longer. And this gentleman is saying warm your dinner plates in the microwave or a low temp oven. This is juiced fruits faster. I use citrus juice in pretty much everything this time of year. Quickly juice lemons, limes, or oranges by cutting off the peel and pureeing the whole fruit in a food processor or blender, then put it in the fridge. Add the right amount of heat. Put a handful of fresh chilies in the freezer, then grate a little, or as much as you want, into curries, sauces, and burgers. Freezing the chilies makes it really easy to grate with minimal fuss. Preserve the color of fresh herbs. Soak fresh herbs in a bowl of ice water before blending them into sauces and dressings. I think I've heard that one before. Let's put tips, and there are more too. Rachel Ray has a new magazine. She doesn't currently have a magazine. I guess I always assumed that she probably did because she does a lot. But she doesn't, because introducing the one magazine from America's favorite foodie, Rachel Ray in season. They're offering half off if you give it a try. Peel garlic quickly. And this person is saying if you cut a thin slice off the very top of a whole garlic head and put the entire head in a jar with a lid and shake it, I'm assuming very hard, it will peel all the cloves. I don't know. I would have to try that. And then this is how to save a salty soup. If you put too much salt in, you can put a raw peeled potato and simmer for 10 to 30 minutes, and they will absorb some of the salt. The potato will, I've heard that before. Boost the flavor of your spices. Always toast your dried spices before using them. I've heard that one too. I've never heard this one. Or have I? I don't know. Stop a pot from boiling over. I'm guilty. guilty as charged of that. Place a wooden spoon across the top of a pot of water to keep it from boiling over. Because when the bubbles reach the drier wood, they will burst and release the steam. I don't know about that. Use up the crusts. If your kids don't like the crust, this person is saying put them in a baggie and put them in the freezer and use them as breadcrumbs. Or you could throw them out to the birds. That's what I would do. Prevent apple slices from browning. And I know this one, but I've always heard that you could put, a lemon juice on apples. This lady is saying to soak them in Sprite or 7-Up. And it's all because of the citric acid. And this one is get a better sear. Let steaks air dry in the fridge uncovered for a day or two before cooking. Obviously, they would lose moisture, so they might sear better. And here is a puzzle that I'm going to give my aunt. She'll love that. I don't know if she'll be able to answer some of it, but this one she will. Pie blank la mode. She'll get that. She'll figure it out. She can look on the internet if she needs help. Then they have another game, too. See if you can find the differences in these two pictures. I'm not even going to attempt to do it. I mean, I guess I could on another video, but I would have to have it in a different angle where I could see. So what does it say? A dapper Tom Holland was seen on the scene of Madrid's premiere of his action flick Uncharted on February 8th, and he stars opposite Mark Wahlberg. This magazine got torn when the mailman delivered it. Here is one last thing with Liam Neeson, and he is 69. Look at that coat. And he stars as a covert FBI operative in the new thriller Blacklight. I don't know what this was an ad for. Truthaboutweight.com. They're selling something, I'm sure, and it has something to do with losing weight, but got torn, we'll never know. And then Homecoming on the CW. Looks like young people. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or night.